On this video, I am talking about mind, body, and spirit, and the connection between those three things. And have you ever heard, oh, I'm not into all that woo-woo stuff? But if you don't connect the mind, the body, and the spirit together, then there's a disconnect. Because if there's a disconnect, you're going to have poor health, poor thinking, poor something. But if you connect them all together, then your health will improve because you're connecting all the parts. You're working holistically with everything. And so when somebody says, oh, that's woo-woo stuff, you just think, well, you're disconnecting a part that is you. And it's a scientific part. It's not just woo-woo. So understanding this is really important. It can be through body language. It can be through mindset. So think about somebody who's really logical and the way that they think, their thinking patterns, it has to be very consciously thought about. And they're not connected into how they're feeling in their physical body. If something comes up, they're not recognizing that feeling actually is giving them a signal. It's meaning something, and that needs to be taken notice of. So that physical body feeling is just brushed aside. They're perhaps not even aware that it means anything. And so they charge ahead and things maybe don't go as planned. And they might then blame somebody else or blame the government or blame somebody who's done something below them in a company, or the timing wasn't right, or the economy wasn't right. But actually they had that feeling if they'd listened in to their body and their feelings. Now, it can affect you as well if you shut down those emotions. Perhaps it's grief. You're suffering some grief, and you perhaps are the guy, and you feel like you need to stay really strong and hold things together for your partner, for your wife, for your children, because of this passing of something or somebody. And so you're not dealing with the feelings of grief and loss and bereavement that are happening inside you. That is going to come out in some way in your body. That's going to come out as a dis-ease in your body. Think about perhaps something that you've gone through. I know it's something that my uncle went through. He lost his son to a very rare cancer. His son was only 42 years old. He had just got married, he just had a child, and he was just about to go up to a very high level in the profession that he was in the legal profession. And he got this cancer, and within less than 6 months of finding out that he had this cancer, he was no longer with us. My uncle was very stoic and held things together and didn't show his grief. His wife, however, did show her grief. And that was a much healthier way. And maybe that was one of the reasons that he held on to showing his grief, because he felt there needed to be some kind of a balance there and that he needed to hold things together. But since then, he got a disease and he's now passed away because of that disease. So that's very close to my heart because that was a very special uncle. It was also a very special cousin, very special relationship between them as well. And somehow he just didn't let it out. So the mind can affect the body, and the body will come out in that disease if you're not listening to the emotions and allowing your spirit, which is crying inside, to be able to cry. So this is a message to anybody who's keeping things locked in. And this can be very much towards the masculine side, to men or women who are very in touch with their masculine side, and they're holding on to things and being strong and staying steady. Please listen to this and allow yourself to grieve. Allow it to be let out. Allow it to have space in your life, and give yourself some grace, because you don't want that kind of a thing happening to you. Another way of looking at this is what your mind can conceive, you can achieve. It's like if you're thinking and you're visualizing wonderful things happening, you know that you can achieve it. It's a bit like a builder or an architect drawing the house. He sees it in his mind first, then he sketches it out. Then the builders get hold of the plans and go, oh, I can read this. I can see what to do with this. And then the building is built. But it started first in the mind. So that's your mind and visualizing. So that's really important to do. And then taking it into the form of the body of the house. And then when you are in the house, if you're giving out good energy within the house, it holds good energies. If you are giving out poor energies in the house, when you come to selling that house, it doesn't feel good. Have you ever walked into our house and you've just gone, ooh, this feels a bit creepy, this doesn't feel right, and you want to come out? And it doesn't need to be a house, it can be a building, it can be a room. Something just doesn't feel right about it. When I'm looking for a house, which at this point in time I'm doing, when I walk into a house, it'll either give me nothing or I'll go, oh my goodness, I love this house. And that's because I'm in touch with my spirit, my soul, my intuition, however you like to name that. And that's when I know, because I'm tuned into that, because I hear my body, my subconscious speaking to me, I know that that's going to be the right house to move to. And so that gives me, I'm not going to say the permission, but it gives me the signal. It gives me the message. That's what it does. It gives me the message. Yes, this is good. This feels great. It feels like there's been love in this house and not tragedy and pain and bad things happen. It feels really good and it feels uplifting and it feels like it's hugging me. So that mind, body, spirit connection is very much there. So think of it more as a holistic way of living rather than the woo-woo stuff, because it makes a really big difference. Think about that. Think if you're putting that into action in your life, or if perhaps you need to just take a look at your emotions and let them go a little. And if you need help with that, reach out. I'm here to help. I have processes that I can help you unlock those things and to be able to release yourself from holding on to the past, holding on to grief, holding on to unhappy memories and situations. And we can work on that together and we can release you from that. There will be another video coming up on screen, so I will see you over there. In the meantime, have a look at that. Have the most awesome day. Bye for now.